The promise of electronic health records is that they can not only streamline tedious activities, but also augment a provider's ability to safely care for patients. The EHR can facilitate high-quality, safe care for patients in many ways, and today we'll be discussing the role of the EHR in ensuring patient safety and product usability by focusing on the challenge of uncoded allergies. Welcome to this edition of the eClinicalWorks podcast. I'm Adam Salati. Now, an important safety feature in the EHR includes the ability to automatically detect medication allergy interactions in order to avoid adverse reactions in patients. Now, here to speak with me today about what the issue of uncoded allergies and the approach to this challenge at eClinicalWorks is eClinicalWorks Chief Medical Information Officer, Dr. Brian Jacobs. Thank you for being here today, Dr. Jacobs.
Thank you, Adam.
Now, when it comes to eClinicalWorks' vision for patient safety, what is that vision? What can you tell us about that?
Well, thank you, Adam. Here at eClinicalWorks, we are very focused on ensuring that the electronic health record is functioning optimally so that we can ensure safe, high-quality care for patients. We're always trying to identify potential areas of risk in the product, to classify the severity, urgency, and likelihood of those risks, to resolve those risks in a timely manner, to notify customers of both risks and solutions, and finally, to examine the root causes and preventive actions across our product.
Now, Dr. Jacobs, you seem to be describing what we would call a reportable event. Talk to us about those reportable events and what mechanisms eClinicalWorks has in place to address those reportable events.
Sure, a very important question. First of all, customers can report patient safety issues through the my.eclinicalworks.com and other avenues. Second of all, safety is a very important part of our culture, and all employees are asked to look for and report potential safety issues when they find them. And this includes safety issues that are detected before and after release of new versions, of modules, patches, of both the primary eCW platform and all interoperable components as well. We then evaluate, detect, and report issues as well as new features within our clinical risk management or CRM team that's led by myself as well as our patient safety officer, as well as our director of patient safety and CRM operations.
Now, of course, the reason that we're mentioning this is that because one type of reportable event that we've encountered here is this issue of uncoded allergies. So what are uncoded allergies and what's their impact on patient care?
Uncoded allergies are most often created when a member of the healthcare team enters allergy information using free text. Analytic software such as eClinicalWorks is usually not as sophisticated enough to analyze and interpret free text as it can with structured or coded data. So some examples of uncoded allergy information that are entered into most electronic health records include things like free texted medications like penicillin or the abbreviation PCN, herbal remedies like echinacea, environmental conditions like the word heat, dietary supplements like vitamins, some different foods such as Gatorade or the words spicy food. And some clinicians will even enter free text information related to side effects. Things like diarrhea or stuffy nose may be routinely entered into free text allergy fields. So while many of these allergy entries do not really represent viable safety concerns, others, such as the abbreviation PCN, do represent potential patient safety concerns. So let me explain what I mean there. If penicillins, the word penicillins, is selected as a coded allergy from an allergy drop-down list, a warning will be provided if the provider attempts to prescribe a similar drug, like amoxicillin, which is an aminopenicillin. However, if the provider, instead of entering the word penicillins from the drop-down list, enters PCN or maybe misspells penicillin in a free text entry, then the electronic health record systems normally will be unable to alert users to a potential drug reaction. In other words, uncoded allergies do not allow participation in clinical decision support in standard industry-wide electronic health record designs. So typically there are no alerts for the clinician to highlight that the allergy checking is not being performed. And there's no prompt for the clinician to update the allergy information either using that coded list. And because uncoded allergies are so prevalent, prescribers typically override over 90% of these allergy alerts that are really intended to protect patients from adverse drug events, recognizing that many electronic health record drug allergies are incorrect or inconsequential to patient care.
And so that important safety feature is kind of being overridden on a regular basis because of all of these uncoded allergies. Why is it that they're so prevalent, Dr. Jacobs?
It's a great question, Adam. You know, when the terminology that's used by the EHR does not contain the precise allergy that the clinicians are looking for, the allergy is often entered in as uncoded free text because it's an option that's allowed by most electronic health record, if not all electronic health record systems. So when a clinician is entering a long list of patient-reported allergens, the clinician may find it easier to enter those as free text rather than clicking through multiple tabs to document the allergies in a coded format.
So it sounds like there's a lot of moving parts here. Of course, this is a very critical part of the system. Whose responsibility is it to make sure that these uncoded allergies are not used very frequently, or that users do actually select the coded option as much as possible?
Well, Adam, the simple answer to that is that it takes a team to move this issue into the right direction. So first of all, electronic health record vendors need to be designing and implementing workflows that make it easy for the healthcare team to do the right thing and enter allergies as coded allergies. Second of all, medication compendium vendors must ensure that their content is up to date, as medications are constantly changing, as you know. Importantly, healthcare team members need to be aware of the safety implications of uncoded allergies and try to avoid them whenever possible.
So we've established that uncoded allergies are clearly an issue that EHRs need to contend with. Now we have to talk about what we're going to be doing about that. So I understand that eClinicalWorks has released some new capabilities to identify and correct uncoded allergies. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yes, Adam, that's correct. At eClinicalWorks, we're very excited about some important changes that we've made to tackle this uncoded allergies challenge. We put together a talented multidisciplinary team to design and implement several important changes here. So let me tell you about them. So first off, we introduced an allergy pick list that includes both individual drugs as well as drug classes like sulfa drugs or penicillins. We have with that new search capabilities and a reduction in the number of locations within the electronic health record where a user can enter free text. Second of all, we also designed and implemented intuitive icons which display next to uncoded allergies to make it easier for users to identify uncoded allergies and to then convert them into coded allergies. We also introduced natural language processing, or NLP, which allows us to easily identify important uncoded allergies and really for the first time allow these uncoded allergies to participate in drug allergy interaction checking. And furthermore, the team created something that we call a clinician allergy table. And this is a table that lists the most common free text allergies. It thereby allows the clinicians to use that allergy table for those uncoded allergies to participate in drug allergy interaction checking. And we continue to expand that table on a regular basis.
Well, all of those tools, Dr. Jacobs, sound like they're great when you are selecting a new allergy for a patient, but of course, practices have a lot of history for their existing patients, and there may be hundreds or even thousands of uncoded allergies, depending on the size of the practice. How are groups going to find all of these uncoded allergies, and how are they going to update them in an efficient manner?
Good point, Adam. So in addition to the changes that I just mentioned, we've also created a very innovative bulk update tool. And this bulk update tool allows a practice to first identify the specific uncoded allergies that reside in their practice databases, and then use that tool to convert those uncoded allergies into their coded equivalents. Over 25 clients have already taken advantage of this important tool.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of information to learn here. Of course, I think people are going to be wondering, how are they going to get these tools? Are these things available for people now? Is there a cost for them? And where can they learn more about these initiatives and these functionalities?
Absolutely. They can go to their own safety and compliance dashboard and see firsthand the volume and number of uncoded allergies within their practice. The information on uncoded allergies is also available on our customer portal. We also have several webinars, videos, and an FAQ document that's available. And finally, letters have been sent to customers related to the Uncoded Allergy Initiative here at eClinicalWorks.
Well, certainly that outreach is deserving of such a critical issue that we've been talking about here today. Dr. Jacobs, thank you so much for all of the information that you've shared with us today. And as Dr. Jacobs has said, you can go visit my.eclinicalworks.com or speak with your strategic account manager to learn more about this Uncoded Allergy Initiative. As Dr. Jacobs says, it is free to join, so you can start using these tools as soon as you enable them. Be sure to check out our other eClinicalWorks podcast episodes on iTunes, YouTube, and my.eclinicalworks.com. And don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed our conversation here today, and subscribe so that you can be aware of whenever we release new podcast episodes. For the eClinicalWorks podcast, I'm Adam Salati, and thanks for watching.